Find college roommates. So you are getting an apartment or a house and you are looking for roommates. This is one of the most interesting and difficult tasks you will take on as a college student. The people that you live with can greatly impact the way that you perform in school, the friendships that you build, and your overall happiness. There are several ways to go about finding roommates. This is true whether you have an establishment and are seeking roommates or you are looking for an establishment with people already in residence. This article will focus more on the topic of finding roommates for your own place. Advertise. The best way to get yourself out there and let it be known that you are looking for roommates is to advertise. On a college campus, there are several ways of doing this effectively. The first is by posting flyers. Make yourself some flyers that catch the eye. Use brightly colored paper with text that is easy to read. State that you are looking for roommates. Make sure to list all of the very important things that may attract people and make them want to live with you. Always include the price of rent and whether or not utilities are included. Include the number of bedrooms and who else lives there, if this is applicable. If your place allows pets, this is a selling point for a lot of people. Also, for a college student, it is always a plus if there is a yard of some kind, or maybe you have recreational possibilities such as a volleyball net, pool table, or even a pool. After the flyers are made, post them anywhere you can. Most campuses have bulletin boards everywhere that you can post them on. Stick them everywhere that you can. Even take them to local coffee shops and other spots where the college crowd hangs out. Another way to advertise is by using the school newspaper. Placing an ad in the paper is often the fastest and most efficient way of reaching your entire audience. This will often cost $. It is usually per word, so pay close attention to the necessities only, to keep costs down. Place your ad in the paper once or twice and you will be guaranteed a few calls. Some universities have message board websites where students can go online and talk about classes, and many other things. There is often an area for housing. Placing a message on this board is another good way to reach a lot of people. This usually doesn't cost a thing. It just requires you to become a registered member, which is usually a good thing in the long run since these sites tend to be very helpful. Friends. It is always wise to check with your friends when you need a roommate. This does not mean necessarily a close friend, but even an acquaintance that you met in class. This often works out well because you are not that close with the person, so you expect less when living together. Use caution when living with close friends. Tight quarters can sometimes make even the closest of friends fight. The World Wide Web. There are many sites on the internet that aid in finding roommates. There are far too many to list. Some are national, even international, while others may be focused on just one school. Check out and see if your school has one in particular. These sites are very easy to use. All you have to do is go on and enter in who or what you are looking for, and a compiled list of results will be presented to you. When doing this, you can be picky if you wish and search for something such as only non-smoking roommates. Campus Rent is one such site. Now that you have discovered many ways to find a roommate, the important thing is to use caution when picking a roommate. Remember, this is a person you have to live with daily and share some of your more intimate moments with. It is important that you are comfortable with him and do not ever feel uneasy around him. It is also important to make sure he has a good past in terms of paying rent and bills. The last thing that you want is to get stuck with a roommate who gets behind on the rent. Looking for a roommate can be a fun experience. Use your head and use a little persistence and it will pay off. Happy hunting! Caution: never let someone move in if you are not comfortable with him. Quick tips: advertise in the campus newspaper. Be persistent. Useful links: Campus Rent My Student Apartments.